So today we are going to be arguing with not just our moms and dads, but also our uncles and aunties. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an interesting one. For some reason, Generation X has decided to try and start a war with Generation Z. I'm not sure how this started. I'm not really locked in when it comes to these type of things. But today we're going to lock in together and really understand what's going on here. Why is somebody born from 1965 to 1980 trying to argue with me? I'm not sure. You literally made us. Most of our parents, aunts, uncles, our Generation X. Dog, whose mom is on TikTok? I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna be going over a lot of old heads today. Yes, I ain't gonna lie, the oldest Generation X is going on 60. Y'all need to start planning out y'all wheels. Y'all need to find out who's getting the car, who's getting the house. You need to start letting people know who's getting what. Your life insurance policy, if you just getting started now, is gonna be kind of high, but you need to start getting it insured. I ain't gonna lie to you, for some reason, when you type in Generation X versus Generation Z, the first 30 videos is this. These old heads are coming together with filters to try and act like they're uniting to fight somebody. Like, y'all are really showing that you in your 50s. It's showing that y'all are in your 50s. You're using filters to come together.
What the hell is even that?
I saw the comments on a couple videos ago. All you do is yap, you talk too much. I got you. But don't hate on me. Some things just gotta be said, like, understandably, right? And like, come on, man. You can't tell me that this lady isn't about to retire in like 10 years. Like, you can't tell me that this lady's don't got like 10 years left in the tank before she's in a nursing home. And if that's your grandma or anybody, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. It's really just playful jabs. But the truth of the matter is this. These people were like in their 20s when the internet became a thing. Dog, y'all social media awareness is at like a -10 right now. Like, for all them Generation Alphas out there, all y'all little kids, I'll just put it like in words that y'all can understand. Skibbity beat bop minus 10,000 aura. You understand now? Because I know some of y'all aren't used to the whole talking thing. Like I said, it's really the ones with y'all using all of these filters and all these animations. I don't know how these TikToks made it out the Facebook group chat, but we got to start having conversations with our mothers and fathers. I feel bad for all y'all whose moms, dads, aunties, uncles is hopping on this whole Gen X versus Gen Z thing, because you're cooked too. Yeah, all them people that's gonna recognize your mom from the PTA drives and all the fundraisers growing up. You're cooked. If your grandpa is on here making animation-based Gen X signs, you're cooked.
I've got a message for Gen Z. I apologize. I apologize that your mama raised a little bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, that whole scene you just tried to pull here really just blew me to a whole nother level. It's not just the jacket with the chains over. It's not just somebody's 60-year-old grandfather having a tattoo over their eye. What really blowed me here is you having the microphone so close to your throat so we can try and hear that at least generational X aesthetically swallowing, gulping.
All of you!
Daddy, chill.
All of my friends are Gen Z. I'm on the internet every single day looking for ideas, looking for drama, looking for things that I could actually talk about. And y'all never crossed my mind, like not even once. So I'm really trying to understand like how this all started.
For those Gen Zers out there that don't understand the Gen X rise, let me explain it. The Gen X folks are the toughest people that currently exist in our world today. They are emotionally tough and they are physically tough. I am the oldest millennial. I was born in '82, but I had an older brother, so I was raised as a Gen X kid. And let me tell you a little bit about how we were raised. Nobody was watching us. Nobody catered to us. Nobody gave a flying flip where we were or what we were doing. We had to be home when the streetlights came on. And, you know, our parents just kind of expected that we would show up. And,
you know, this ain't moving the needle for me. You know, you trying to sit here and act like Gen X's went through a whole bunch in life, or like y'all are some type of hardcore crash out dummies because you didn't come home until the street lights was on, and if you didn't make it, you didn't make it. I ain't gonna lie, who do you think had to deal with all that abuse, neglect, and like irresponsible freedom that y'all got from a young age? You see, with that freedom that a lot of y'all got, y'all made kids that you wasn't ready for. And y'all did nothing but force y'all dreams and aspirations that you didn't have the guidance to get to when you was a kid on our generation. And now for some reason, y'all are trying to like start a beef with us that isn't really existent. So this isn't moving the needle for me. I'm not biting my nails. I'm not nervous. This just sounds dumb. We already went through Generation X. I ain't gonna lie to you. Most of us moved out at 18, 19, 20 to get away from Generation X. A lot of us move out of state and go out of states and go to different colleges to get away from this generation. We've already went through it. We've already went through the aftermath of all this irresponsibleness that y'all had to deal with. So it's unfortunate you're trying to give me a reason why I should be afraid or why I should be worried, but the truth is, it's just not pulling any strings for me.
And whatever happened in between, as long as we came home alive, good to go. We climbed water towers. We hopped fences we shouldn't have. We committed crimes and nobody knew. We were 4 neighborhoods over. Shouldn't have been there, okay? Hanging out with people we shouldn't have been hanging out with. Doing crazy stunts on our bikes and falling down and hitting our heads because we didn't wear a helmet. It was a true F around and find out situation. And let me tell you, natural consequences are the best way to learn life lessons. So Gen X is smart. They are mad street smart. But the craziest part about them is that they stay completely unbothered. And so through all this mess that we call our world,
You think what I've been sitting here watching for 10 minutes is unbothered? I ain't gonna lie, seeing a bunch of 50-year-olds on TikTok filters don't give unbothered for me personally. And I'm gonna say this too, you bringing up street fights and the amount of intelligence you gained in the 70s and 80s. Y'all got bigger things to worry about than trying to have a street fight or using some type of street intelligence against people who are in between the ages of like 16 and 27 right now. Y'all got a lot more bigger fish to fry. Y'all intelligence is actually fading. Some of y'all are pushing 60 right now. The youngest of y'all is like 45. That means that at the youngest, y'all are basically out of your prime physically, mentally, and obviously emotionally.
They have stayed largely unbothered. They've put their head down, they've taken care of their business, they stayed out of it, but they've started to get sick of it. We've pushed the Gen X to their limits. Remember when Biggie said bad boys move in silence and violence? That's Gen X. We beat the absolute living crap out of each other when we were kids. And we didn't tattle. We didn't go tell our mommies that somebody hurt us, that somebody hurt our feelings, or somebody, bruised our ribs, or broke our wrist when they were twisting it and giving us an Indian burn just a little too hard. No, if the swelling didn't go down in 3 or 4 days, then they might take us for an x-ray. They learned the best life lesson, which is if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But because they're also so freaking chill and they mind their business, they haven't done anything yet, but they're starting to. They're rising up and saying, okay, it's time for the smartest generation, the toughest generation, the most unbothered, the most resilient generation.
I ain't gonna lie, the millennials that's talking about them is really starting to blow me. I don't know if I put a lot of them in this video, if they're gonna make the cut, but you trying to hype up your cousins and your big sisters is blowing the fuck out of me. You trying to hype up your mom who had you probably at like 18 or 20 is really blowing me. It's really getting to me right now. It's not moving the needle. I'm gonna say that again. It is not moving the needle. You're not really saying anything that's appealing to me. Again, who do you think had to deal with y'all? Y'all talking about all this shit that y'all went through. We was acting as adults at like 10, 11, or 12. Because y'all to this day have not recovered from the generational curses that your mom, big sister, big brother, cousin, dad put on you. So I'm going to call a spade here. It's not moving me. We had to do all those things plus some. And these people really flexing about the fact that they had to raise themselves or they was raised off of radio music is really like blowing me. Like, look at these people in this comment section. Like, look at it. This ain't no check-in. This ain't no Generation X family reunion. Like, come on now. That's it with this video. If you made it all to it, if you actually made it all the way to the end, I want to say thank you so much. If I yapped too much in this one as well, I'm sorry. It's just, I guess it's just who I am. Like the video, comment down below your take on this. I love you guys just as much as I love myself, and I'm out. Peace.